This is the most expensive dish in the world, and each person can only have it once in their lifetime. But the waiter brought me an empty plate, while I and other guests were confused. The chef stood in silence for 3 seconds. They carried the body into the kitchen. Within moments, aromatic steaks were brought to the table. At that moment, the chef revealed the truth to us. The ingredients for tonight's meal were all of us sitting here. Hearing this, everyone trembled in fear. One wealthy man even tried to flee, but as he reached the door, he was stopped. The manager then announced that no one was allowed to leave the island tonight. It was then that I realized my fate was in someone else's hands, and there was no escape. We could only comply. The only person unfazed was my boyfriend, eating calmly as if he wasn't new to this place. I nervously approached the chef, asking why he was doing this. The chef immediately noticed I wasn't on the guest list for the night. He told me that no one here would survive past midnight. I realized then that I had fallen into my boyfriend's trap because he was the one who brought me here. One of the customers, unwilling to die so easily, grabbed a chair and threw it at the glass, but it had no effect. The chef clapped his hands, and a man was hoisted into the air, suspended by wings. He was the wealthiest person in the world, and because he had once questioned the chef's menu, he was given this gruesome fate. As everyone watched in horror, the man slowly sank into the water, ultimately dying in agony. Just as we were sinking into despair, the chef led us outside, giving everyone 50 seconds to escape, after which he would send his people to hunt us down. The first person caught would become the next dish's ingredient. As soon as the countdown started, all the men dropped their dates and ran. After the 50 seconds were up, the chefs immediately began to hunt them down, and within moments, everyone was brought back. The chef slowly approached my boyfriend, asking why he hadn't brought the promised date. My boyfriend explained that he knew everyone would die tonight, but he didn't want his ex-girlfriend to meet such a fate, so he broke up with her. But the dinner didn't allow solo attendees, and in order to experience this once-in-a-lifetime feast, he had brought me as a last-minute date. Hearing this, I completely lost control, slapping him in anger. The chef dragged my boyfriend into the kitchen, then the chef quietly said something to him. My boyfriend walked toward the back kitchen. The chef announced that the next course would be the final dish, but it required a metal barrel, and he asked me to go to his house and fetch it. The manager handed me the key, and as I was about to leave, I discovered my boyfriend had hanged himself. Clearly, this was the chef's punishment for him. I rushed to the chef's old house, and while retrieving the barrel, I stumbled upon a radio transmitter. I immediately contacted the nearby Coast Guard and calmly rolled the barrel back to the restaurant. The chef still hadn't realized what had happened, but soon the sound of sirens echoed outside.